ไทยลีกนัดที่3ยิงรวม29 5 จุดโทษอุบลหนองไม้นำเจ้าฟุง roughly translated to 29 goals, 5 penalties, and Ubon the new boys at the top of the table. That was the Siam Sport headline to review the weekend. I talked about that with Dale along with Buriram and Bangkok United.
Well, 3 wins out of 3. You can't really argue with that. And a good win at the weekend. They beat Suphanburi away.
Not an easy away game.
No, not at all. I mean, like I've said before, Supan are one of these teams who you expect to do well. They have struggled. I mean, they struggled particularly last season. But to go there and win at any time really is a fantastic result. And for a newly promoted side to do it so early in the season is incredible, really. And good luck to them.
Absolutely. Has your expectation of them been raised?
Not really. I mean, like I say, it is early days. They've got a good start, which obviously breeds confidence. I think it's Bangkok United on Sunday. And obviously I think we're going to chat about Bangkok United a little bit later. They had a good result at the weekend. So I think that'll be a test. You know, Bangkok United are coming back into some sort of form. Ubon 3 wins out of 3 playing at home, so it'll be a test to see how far they've come and how much further they've got to go. Really, I think the enthusiasm's a good thing because obviously it's all new to them. I mean, a similar situation was Sukhothai last season. They came into the Premier League all guns blazing.
What do we call them? The Leicester City of Thailand. Can we start saying that yet?
Yeah. Well,
5,000 to 1 odds.
This season. Yeah. But now a similar sort of situation, really. They came in and surprised a few people. And if you get off to a good start, then obviously that does breed confidence. And I think if they can keep that going, you know, they should have a fairly decent season. I mean, I said at the start I didn't think they'd do particularly well. It's just down to them now to keep that momentum going.
Yeah, perhaps it's just another angle on it. It might be the fact that they're unfamiliar to a lot of the other teams that they're playing them. So, but I don't know if that holds up because there are cup games, and you know, in Thailand, teams are all familiar with each other in the top few flights. So, yeah. But Ubon UMT, fantastic start at the top of the league, unbeaten, along with Muangthong United as well. So the second match we're looking at is Bangkok United's fantastic, solid home win against Thai Port FC, and that was 6-2, and that was really steadying the ship for Bangkok United as well. And for a poor start, I think they're okay. They're doing okay because they now have 6 points from 3 matches. So, did you watch that game?
I did, yeah, and I was very impressed. I mean, it was certainly a return to form for Bangkok United. I mean, I said in my preview last week I predicted a draw or even an away win, and I couldn't have been more wrong, really. It was more like the team from last season, and to see Lee Saw in such splendid form was quite a welcome sight. He's someone I've always liked. I've always got a lot of time and respect for. I mean, obviously, I think he's probably past his peak in terms of getting into the national team, but he proved at the weekend that he can still do it. I mean, to score 4 goals in one game at any level and in any competition is quite an achievement. And yeah, I mean, it was not nice watching for Port fans, I wouldn't have thought, but for everyone else, I think Bangkok United put on a bit of a footballing masterclass.
Yeah, absolutely. And Lee Seo got 2 penalties for those 4 goals, but I saw the second half, but I watched the highlights later, and he also created a lot of opportunities. So I think Lee Seo's a real form player, and it looks like he's getting back into form, which is always entertaining. So yeah, and Thai Port FC, a bit of a halt to an enthusiastic start to the season. How much of a blow do you think it was for them?
Well, they looked very poor. They didn't look like the side that had played in the first 2 games, that's for sure. I mean, again, they've got a good chance to get back on track at the weekend. They're at home to Navy. Again, Navy are one of these sides that are blow hot and cold, usually cold. So I think really for Port, from their point of view, I think they couldn't have asked for a better game to follow such a bad defeat.
Yeah, they'll take it on the chin, hopefully, and bounce back for the Port fans. because I think we all hope that Port stays up. They've got a good character and add something to the league. So the third headline.
I think at home they're always going to be difficult to beat. So yeah, like I say, I think that's probably the game they would have chosen. Navy at home.
Yeah,
chance to sort of get back.
I think the Pat Stadium's a favourite for just about anyone who has been there. You sit on top of the field, it almost feels like, when you're there, and that definitely has an impact on the away team and the home team. So that definitely picks up some points for Port FC. And looking at the third headline, Buriram United, not so much the score, but what caught your eye was the fans. Can you tell us more about that, Dale?
Well, it was such a shock when I saw the official attendance that had been announced for the Pattaya game, because it was a massive drop from the opening game of the season. I mean, I appreciate that, people will turn up for opening weekend. It's a big event. People look forward to it for a long time. But to lose 20,000 fans in 2 weeks seems a bit extreme, regardless of who the opposition is, that shouldn't really make that much difference. I mean, I can't remember such a drop before. Usually if teams lose a couple of thousand, that's...
Yeah, no, it was almost 20,000. Was it 19,500 less fans? I can remember it wasn't a Thai League game, but it was a promotion game for Division 1. I think it was Buriram FC back in the day playing Songkhla down south, and they had 35,000 one day and 2,000 the next week. So this follow-up match down there, and I don't know. It's I don't think anything else was taking the fans away in Buriram. I went to the game actually, so it was a sparsely populated crowd at the game.
Maybe that was it then.
It was me.
Yeah.
Word got out. Okay. Or I might have bought those 20,000 tickets all for myself as well. I sat with the Pattaya side, and it was. And I got to say that also the performance of Buriram United wasn't convincing either for a team that's trying to win the title this year. Did you catch the game itself, Dale?
No, I didn't see any of the game, but they haven't really been impressive in any of the opening 3 games. But it's the old adage, isn't it? If you can play poorly and win, then when you do hit your stride, you're going to go into it with confidence, and I think that's what will happen with Buriram United. I can't see them struggling for the rest of the season. Something will change. If the owner's not happy with the way things are going, he won't hesitate to pull the trigger, fire the coach, bring in someone new, in new players during the next window. So no, I think it is still early days. They haven't been particularly impressive, but they're sitting near the top of the table, unbeaten after 3 games. Yeah,
so, and I can guarantee that their next home game against Nakhon Ratchasima we'll see the 20,000 fans back again for that.
Oh yeah. There's no doubt about that. A big local derby, obviously.
And then following that's Munkong, I think, the next one at home.
Yeah. So maybe people.
So don't worry, Dale. They'll be back.
I don't know. Yeah, but I think it's something we need to keep an eye on. Just look how their attendances fluctuate if they do, because it is strange. Obviously you see other clubs where there's a slight difference. We can have 1,500 more one week and then lose 1,500 the next week, depending on who the opponents are or depending on the time of year. But it's such a huge swing. It surprised me.
I don't know. Maybe the way that the club is actually promoted and how they bring in people, but I don't know. So, okay. I think for me, I think the another interesting result was Bangkok Glass as well on the weekend. 6-0 over Sisaget. I think that really sets a different trajectory for both those teams. Bangkok Glass was struggling before that game, and Sisaget was also struggling. But to lose 6-0 for a third straight defeat and being the only team without a point, that's a hell of a blow for Sisaget, a team that's been up for and battling for the last 5 years or so.
Yeah, no, you're right. It is. It's a huge blow for them. I mean, I don't think anybody could have predicted such a scoreline. It'd be interesting to see what they do next. I mean, if they don't panic, if they just keep plugging away and see if they can turn it around. I'm not sure who they got this weekend. Sorry, I don't have the fixtures in front of me. Is it Sukhothai? I think Sukhothai, isn't it?
I haven't got it in front of me either. Yeah.
Yes. So again, I mean, that's probably a game that they might feel they can get something out of, as is the case with Port.
If they don't, 4 losses in a row I think something will have to happen in the club. There's some very worried-looking coaches sitting there watching that game.
Yeah.
But for Bangkok Glass, I think that's just exactly what they needed, coming from losing, got hammered by Muang Thong in the first game, and just got a point in the second game, and then winning 6-0 on Friday night. They must feel like they've got a spring in their step, and they've got their season up and running now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's got to be a great boost to their confidence. I mean, to beat anyone 6-0 is quite an achievement. So I think that could be interesting. Again, they're at home at the weekend. I think Ratbury. So again, a chance for them to capitalise on the foundations they laid last week and perhaps push on from there.
Absolutely. And looking at other results, Navy got the win over Thai Honda. That was probably quite notable, and Superpower also struggling, losing against Sukhothai.